What's up guys, welcome to another video. Today we're reviewing Tom and Jerry. This one came out today and was directed by Tim Story and stars Chloe Grace Moretz and Colin Jost. Now before we start, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you notified for every video, and let's just start. Let's start talking about the good. So I thought the animation was not bad. I liked the 2D animation of Tom and Jerry in the real world. I thought it was okay. It's not as good looking as it could have been, but I thought it was decent. Um, Tom and Jerry and the other animated characters. I mean, you can't go wrong with Tom and Jerry. I mean, or can you? I don't know. Um, it's Tom and Jerry. You can't mess them up. Well, the way they look, at least. I thought they looked fine. There are fun sequences within this film, fun action sequences. You know, obviously have to do with Tom and Jerry, getting hurt mostly. I found myself laughing at some parts in the film, some sequences in the film, because of Tom and Jerry. Back in the old days, when I've been seeing, as children, we're watching Tom and Jerry, the old animated show, and we love it. This one, nostalgia plays a huge role in this film for the audience because I love Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry are just a big part of my life, and I thought they looked good in this film. There are funny sequences in this film that I did enjoy. The biggest thing going for this film is nostalgia. When I went to see this film, there were a whole bunch of parents in the audience and a whole bunch of adults with no kids, and there were a few children. Obviously, the reason is because of nostalgia. Tom and Jerry. This is a very, very, very kid-friendly film. It is it is directed towards kids, obviously. But there are a few things that are for adults, but this film is mostly for kids. Now that's all the good that I have. Now let's move on to the bad. So the film is formulaic at times. Of course, you have Tom and Jerry. You have to have human characters in there because that's what all these animated films with live action are doing these days, where you have human characters and classic characters, and they come together, and it's either good or it's terrible. And the film is formulaic at times, so just follow the formula of those types of films, which I guess it had to, because you can't really do anything with that. It's basically the same thing as the other films that are like this. The acting is terrible. I thought every actor and actress in this film was horrible. Chloe Grace Moretz and Michael Pena are good actors and actresses, but they weren't given a lot to do for this film. They were mediocre for this film. I didn't think they were. This was definitely not one of their best performances. Not one of their best performances by far. Possibly one of their worst performances. The story is horrible. It's one of the worst stories to any animated film that I've seen in a very long time. This film, I was hoping for it to be all about Tom and Jerry's adventures. I've only seen one trailer, and I didn't want to see the rest because I didn't want to get spoiled if there are any big reveals or whatever. But I did not know this film was going to be based around a wedding. I did not know this film was going to have so many human characters. I thought it was going to be Tom and Jerry. Obviously it's going to have some human characters because it is live action, but I thought it was going to focus more on Tom and Jerry and the rest of the characters, like the Bulldog and all those other characters. But no, you had to have those human characters in there, and the only film that, well, to me, worked with human characters and I guess you can say animated characters or CGI characters was Sonic. Sonic is just an entertaining film. This one is slightly entertaining, but I did not think that the balance between human characters and animated characters worked all that well. The cinematography, which obviously includes the shots, the camera angles, is not good. It's nothing special. It's just normal cinematography. It's bland. It's no special shots, no special camera angles. It's just mediocre. A lot of the stuff in this film, unfortunately, is mediocre. Um, that's about it. Tom and Jerry is an okay film. It definitely messed up a lot of elements in this film, and it could have been way better. So I guess I recommend this film probably when it goes to a streaming service or something like that. Definitely do not go and rush out to see this in theaters. It's not worth your money to go to the theater. So I'm gonna give Tom and Jerry a C minus. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the post notification bell so you can know for a free video. I'm Peter. Thank you for watching.